The NFL draft is fastly approaching, and it's time I go over some things to expect with this particular NFL draft. And no, I don't mean booing Roger Goodell, even though that's fun to watch every year. What's going on, guys? Dick Support here, back to another video. Today I'm doing a little bit of a preview for the 2025 NFL draft. Posted my mock draft on Twitter for any of you that are curious and checking that out. Let me know what you think. And right now, there's a lot of speculation with this draft. And there's more than one reason for that. So we're going to go over all of that. We're going to go 5 things to expect with this NFL draft. Number 1, how many quarterbacks are going in the first round? Besides Cam Ward going first overall to the Titans, which we're pretty much all assuming at this point that's what's going to happen, we don't know about this quarterback class. Shedeur Sanders is the presumed second quarterback in this class, and he's been projected to go anywhere from the Browns at 2, Giants at 3, Saints at 9, Steelers at 21, or even fall out of the first round. The Browns, they still owe Deshaun Watson a lot of money. Do they really want to bring in a rookie quarterback or wait another year for that? The Giants, the GM and head coach's jobs are on the line. It's the same thing. Do they really want to bring in a rookie quarterback when if they don't produce this year, they're gone? With the Saints, we never know with the Saints, and it's the same thing with the Steelers. They always think that they are in contention, even though changes probably do have to be made with that franchise. And if they fall out of the first round, Sanders, could Cleveland take him at the top of the second? Could the Raiders take a chance on him even though they just got Geno Smith? We really don't know with Sanders or any other quarterback. Jackson Dart, Tyler Schnell, and Jalen Milroe, all 3 of them have also been in the conversation as being a first-round pick. So right now, we just don't know with this quarterback class. I'm going to say 1 to 3 quarterbacks going in the first round. I would lean more towards 2. That would be Ward and Sanders, but it really wouldn't shock me if we sneak a 3rd in there. But remember, this quarterback class is just not as strong as it was last year. So, once again, we just have no idea. And it also wouldn't shock me if Cam Ward's the only quarterback taken in the first round. So really, for quarterbacks, there is no certainty other than Cam Ward is going first overall. Number 2, the trenches. That's really where the strength of this class is, the trenches. Both on the offensive side and the defensive side. On the offensive side, there is a lot of good offensive linemen that are going to be taken early in this draft. It's not just Will Campbell and Ahmad from Missouri. There are other players as well that we are going to see. Josh Connolly from Oregon. Josh Simmons from Ohio State. And others that we could definitely see as first-round picks. Meanwhile, in the trenches, Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant from Michigan, those are almost guaranteed to be first-round picks. Walter Nolan is such an intriguing prospect because he has so much talent, and if you can unlock that talent, you're going to get yourselves a good player. And then on the edge, there is just too many guys today that could potentially be first-round picks. So this is a really, really good draft class if you want to get guys in the trenches. And you can bet that a lot of teams are going to get guys in the trenches because of what happened in the Super Bowl between Kansas City and Philadelphia. So the trenches, we're going to see them go early, we're going to see them go often, and probably every team is going to get at least 2 to 3 guys on the offensive and defensive lines. That's just how I see this class going. Number 3, not a lot of trades, but maybe a good number of reaches. Okay, here's the thing why I say there might not be a lot of trades. We already don't have a trade. We still do not have a trade for a first-round pick in this class. Every single NFL team has their first-round pick in 2025, which is just something that is unheard of. You just don't see it that often. So we are in uncharted territory with what we could expect come draft night because at least 3 or 4 teams by this time have done trades with their first-round pick, and that just hasn't happened this year. And the reason why I think we're not going to see as many trades as we have seen in the past is because everybody's draft board is going to look vastly different. And I know that happens every single year. But what I mean by that is, I don't know if there's much distinction between the 20th best player and the 40th best player. This is just a very good depth draft class. It's not as top heavy as last year's was, because last year we saw a lot of players come into the league and they're automatically superstars. We don't have a lot of those guys in this year's class, but what we do have is a lot of solid players that can come in, start right away. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few 4th round picks start day one and really play some good football. But in terms of the first round, I wouldn't be shocked if a team, especially in the lower half of the first round, they take somebody and others are wondering why they would take him when they probably had him as a mid-second round pick. But it's because they had him higher on their board. And that's just really what this class is going to be all about. I wouldn't be shocked if that happens, especially, like I said, in the lower half of the first round. And it goes back to the trades, because why would you trade with somebody when you want your guy and you don't know who else is going to have him that high? And really, is there really a lot of guys that are going to be worth trading up for, or for what teams are going to have to give up to get him? Would they be willing to do that? I don't know. It comes to the number of trades, I just don't know what to expect, but I don't know if I would expect a whole lot, but I would expect a lot of differences when it comes to who's going to be taken where in this draft. This is going to be a lot of fun because we're really coming in blind. A lot of these mock drafts, I don't even know what to expect at this point. I'm just at a loss for words with what's going to happen with the first round. Number 4, the running backs. A running back being taken in the top 10. As crazy as that sounds, it probably is going to happen. Ashton Gente just had one of the greatest seasons by a college football running back. And more than likely, he's going to be taken in the top 10. Now, the Cowboys, they are hoping that he falls to them, but I don't know if that's going to happen, because if there's one place that I don't think he's getting by, it's going to be the Raiders. The Raiders need running back help, and with the season that he had, it would be worth it for them to take him at the 6th overall pick. He might be the 3rd best prospect in this draft. Yeah, I said it. He might be the 3rd best prospect in this draft, Ashton Gente. But he's not the only one that's worth a 1st round pick. How about the running back from North Carolina, Marion Hampton? I don't see him getting past Denver at 20th overall. So really, those two, I just don't see them getting out of the 1st round at all. So 2 1st round running backs, and really we're starting to see a resurgence in the running game. So that's a lot of good things to see with the running backs and what's been happening. Now, besides those two, there's still solid running backs that we are going to see in this draft. But with those two, I wouldn't be shocked if both of them had 1,000 yards rushing in their rookie season. And then beyond, we could see a lot of good, solid running backs come into the league and perform right away. There is a lot to like about this draft class, and I think the running back class is definitely one of them. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. It really will be. Number 5, Travis Hunter. Why am I mentioning Travis Hunter? We know he's more than likely going to be a top 10 pick. Well, it's not going to be where he goes. It's going to be how he's announced. I have no idea how a team is going to announce Travis Hunter, whether it's a wide receiver, a corner, or playmaker. Really, it's going to be interesting with what teams want to do with Travis Hunter. Now, he has said that he wants to play both sides in the NFL. But how many teams are going to be willing to do that? And how many teams see him more as a corner? And how many teams see him more as a wide receiver? That's something that we just don't know. We're not going to know until somebody takes him and we find out what Roger Goodell announces when he gets drafted. But one thing we do know, it's going to be a lot of fun to see him in the league, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see others in this draft class fulfill their dreams and hopefully make a big impact for teams come Sunday. Alright guys, those were 5 things to look out for in the NFL draft. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Did I miss something? And as always, I'll see you guys next time.